Paul Taylor.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, great to be here.
Look at this wonderful hairdo.
Yeah, it wasn't by choice. It was we were in Sweden filming my new documentary series that's coming out about European stereotypes, and so we thought it would be funny that I would look like a Swedish person while being in Sweden. So yeah,
obviously not your natural colour.
Yeah,
but your focus is always on stereotypes. Do you not think that divides us a little bit more in Europe?
I think it can do. I think that like specifically now with like the kind of uprising of kind of, you know, far right parties, they use stereotypes negatively to kind of try and split us apart. But I'm more of the opinion that if we can laugh about each other's stereotypes all together, then it kind of brings us closer. And that's kind of the idea that I had behind the documentary series, yeah. So
you mean your videos are intentionally offensive, but do people have the right not to be protected from being offended? Is that not a bit politically incorrect?
I have the opinion that I have on this is the opinion that one of my favourite comedians, Ricky Gervais, has, is that people can get offended. They're allowed to be offended. It doesn't mean that they're right, though. And I think, you know, nowadays, with social media and everything kind of exploding, people get offended very quickly about stuff that maybe a couple of years ago they didn't, with this thing where somebody can send out a tweet and it can just get retweeted and it can get out of context. And I think that's the hardest thing is as a comedian is saying things on stage in the context of a 1 hour show. If they're taken out of context, sometimes they're misunderstood.
Right, let's move on to Belgium. So Paul, now we are in mini Brussels.
Yes.
This is of course the Complex. So I want to ask you, what is it to be European? Is there a European identity?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question. Just in general, the idea of being a citizen of a country, like what does that mean? I personally feel a bit European because I grew up in France and Spain, in Switzerland, in the UK. So I think it's just all about cultural, not cultural differences, but things that you have culturally growing up kind of form who you are as a person.
And Jean-Claude Juncker, he said Europe was the love of his life. What do you make of that?
I like it, yeah.
Not too cheesy?
I mean, yeah. I mean, probably from someone like him, yeah. It could sound cheesy, but if it was in a song, you'd be like, "Oh, this is amazing. This is poetic."
But what do you think Europe needs right now?
What do I think Europe needs? It's a great question. I think we just need to have more fun in general and just not take things so seriously. Like as soon as somebody says something that kind of explodes, or I don't know, I feel like we need to just take a step back from being serious a little bit and just enjoy what we have together.
Okay, well let's continue to do so and take you to another part of mini Europe.
Yes, let's do it.
So now, Paul, we're here at Mini UK.
Yes.
We've seen some little anti-Brexit protesters.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
So we know how the curator of this museum feels about Brexit. Take a look at this map. I picked it up at a petrol station outside Strasbourg.
Okay.
So according to the French, Brexit means Brexit. And the UK is already officially off the map.
Oh, it's already done. Well, that's the thing in France. Like everyone thinks we're already gone. Like I spend my time telling people, no, it hasn't happened yet. We said we were going to get divorced, but the papers haven't come through yet. So we're not yet divorced.
Yeah, technically you're still a fully functioning member.
But clearly the French think that we do. Well, that's typically French, you know.
And if you come back here next April, do you reckon this will still be here? It should be demolished.
I think they should, well, if we leave, then we're not in, I don't know if this is like a mini European Union or it's a mini Europe. Because if it's a mini European Union, yeah, it should go. But, you know, we're still physically in Europe, of the continent. Well, as long as the phone charges, the roaming charges when you're using your phone from just there to there don't change, then it'll be all right.
Now, I know your focus is, of course, France, and that's where you're based. But if you were to do a what's up for other European countries, how would you react? For example, what's up Latvia?
What's up Latvia? Alcohol.
What's up Sweden?
Blonde.
What's up Italy?
Not even a word, just that.
What's up Belgium?
Friet.
What's up Ireland?
Guinness.
What's up Estonia?
Oh, good question. I don't know. More alcohol.
So we've got 2 countries with alcohol.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of alcohol in the country.
There is indeed. Paul Taylor, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks very much.